Back on the streets of Tehran, Al Jazeera has been given a temporary permission to report beyond the office walls. The protests on the streets have ended, but the marks they've left on the city are everywhere. Burnt down banks, shattered ATM machines and blistered tarmac guide us along the route of the many marches and towards the heart of the city.
About 4 kilometers behind me, there is a square in Tehran called Enqilab Square, which means revolution. A couple of 100 meters that way, that's the infamous monument of Azadi Square, which means freedom. The road between Revolution and Freedom Squares has been the scene of some of the greatest rallies in Iran.
Freedom Square was the destination of the largest rally of Mir Hossein Mousavi's supporters 3 days after the election. Some say that millions took part. The protesters are gone now, but Ali Ismaili, who was one of them, cannot forget that day.
The way we protested was completely civil and peaceful. We didn't want to, I don't know, take some violent measures. So we just tried to even protest in silence. That was one of the most civilized ways of, protesting and demonstrating.
A stone's thrown from Revolution Square, the main gate of Tehran University is standing in silence. A focal point of student dissent, it is also the place that Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei delivered his historic speech on June 19, demanding the end to all protests. The effect was almost immediate. The demonstrations withered and then disappeared. Reza Nasiri has been a carpet trader in Bazaar for more than 20 years. He's seen many unrests in Tehran, none of which ever reached the market.
The riots cause insecurity. As a result, I cannot sell carpets and no one will be buying. Business will be better if things go back to normal.
Back to normal, easier said than done. The streets of Tehran are quiet, but the political arena is far from it. 2 reformist newspapers failed to reach the kiosks on Wednesday as they were about to publish a statement from a reformist candidate, Mehdi Karoubi, calling the election a fraud. The police chief says more than 1,000 people have been arrested during the unrest. No one accepts responsibility for killings, and the story goes on. Ali Reza Ronaghi, Al Jazeera, Tehran.